boy King Double in the building Saturday morning early. Happy Saturday to everybody. Hope everybody have a blessed day. We're going to get to it. Ultimate Team, football phase today. We're going to kick it off head to head. Record right now is 0-1. We're losing. 0-1. Coming in, don't forget to hit that like button. I'm kicking it off in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, we're going to start shot. We're going to let some more people get off in here, let YouTube send us some notifications. And yeah, we're going to get to it. Get my mind right. It's early morning, get my mind right. All right, Meg, got you. Shout out to Meg. Meg in the building. How she feeling? YouTube send out the notifications. Listen to the people off in here. To chill with the good people this morning. Come chill with the good people this morning. How my mic sounds? My mic clear? We on one, chat. We got to shake back. And we got to beat these bums this morning. You know what? Let's kick it off. What time is it? 6:45. Let's go. We on time. We kicking off game one, chat. For the day, game one of the day. Game one of the day. Let me get them lightning bolts in the chat. Lightning bolts in the chat. Turn the chat up. Turn the chat up. Let's get it. Start a party.
Pass rush, they've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
It's a rematch of one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get
let's get it. Vote up, vote game, vote game. Double game, double game. Let's get it. Let's double up the empire. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let's double up the empire.
On first down, Stewart. That's out wide here for Robinson.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Gonna go play action. Here's Stewart. Gonna let this thing go deep for Gates.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Throwing down Stewart. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They run again with Peterson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run with Peterson. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Adrian Peterson, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Let's go, defense. Turn them up, turn them up.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Interception.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stewart. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34.
He got something going.
A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Now Stewart on 1st and 10.
He got something going.
Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson.
Let's go. This is when they start quitting, chat.
Very simply because
This is when they start quitting, chat. Frankie, baby, you leaving? Oh, Frankie, baby. Let's go. One and one. Should be 1-1 now. Frankie baby left us. Meg, Frankie baby was the first one gone. Let's get it. 1-1. It's early. My energy is right. I'm applying pressure. And they quitting. Let's run them likes up. Hit the like button for me. I'll hit that like button. We woke up this morning. Hit that like button.
From the 2nd largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Let's go ahead, kick off.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, you think he got some?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, Peterson. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle, it's Peterson. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Now Lamar changing the play. On 2nd down, Peterson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. 1st down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 17-yard line. Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Peterson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Oh, well, no
statement drive. Statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they finally get their chance on offense, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Peterson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Oh, Earl Thomas coming up for that safety spot to make sure he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You put a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A play fake. Now Moon. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far. Incomplete.
Bro.
He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go.
Touchdown, LA.
Let's get it.
A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Oh, they tried to cheat the ball, man.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think.
And got his man complete.
Hell. Okay.
Touchdown
I see what's
Colts.
going on. Yeah.
Amari Cooper, 75 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Looking downfield for Jones, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Moon.
Ooh.
It's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They run over center with Peterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll try the middle with Peterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. They give it to Peterson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Steps away. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Moon. On the move to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun, it's Moon. He's going to take another shot.
Ain't no way.
No, he brings it in off the deflection. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. 9 yards is the loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Pat McAfee now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson going right back to Wilson. And he's brought down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
We down. We ain't out.
Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now Hill to return it. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second down, Peterson again. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts
looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They run, Peterson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Carry number 20 now for Peterson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Moon. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Bruce Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Pat McAfee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is recovered by the Chargers. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitched?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip. right?
He's got a man complete. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They run again with Peterson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return is Jones. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
And this is caught.
We down, but we ain't out.
And they've taken the lead.
Let's go.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Jackson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Ain't no. You gotta be kidding me.
As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Huge play there. Now, do you use that timeout or try to hustle it up?
Now 1st and goal. Now Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson.
Let's go. Let's go.
Intercepted. Picked off by Paul Krause. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Let's go. All right, Charlie, finna get to it. Michael Irvin. That's how you do a comeback and then just demolish it. I know he thought he was finna win. Hit it at the 5-yard line. I know he thought he was going to get it done. And that's just how you just take away all the hopes. Shout out to everybody pulling up this morning.
Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best? That team will win.
You're right, man. Sometimes you got to pop out and show it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that have to score with him.
And we are underway at Allegiant
Let's get it.
Stadium. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
He's running. He might got a passer right here.
Brissett going to go to the air right away. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Perry.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Brissett.
They'll set up the screen to Perry.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39. Clearly short of first by a few yards. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. A give to the game's all-time leader, Emmitt Smith. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
They run with Perry. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. This is Perry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On the end around, this is Julio Jones. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Play action now. Brissett steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5.
Ain't no way they let him get away with stuff like this today. What a day to be doing.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
No way.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Perry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Perry, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Come on. Defense.
That
one's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They go play action.
Let's go. Defense.
As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete.
Defense.
An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Again, Peterson. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. Here's Hester. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. A first down throw for Brissett. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
First down, Brissett. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Brissett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Brissett. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Yeah. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up a live ball.
Nigga, stop playing with me, boy. I told you today is not the day.
He is into the end zone. What an
stop playing with me, boy.
End of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Well, you might say a lifeline there on the final play of the half. A chance for a late 3 to open the lead even further, but instead everything changes on the blocked field goal return.
I was interested in watching them go in at the half to see what their body language was going to be.
Lightning bolts in the chat for that. Lightning bolts in the chat for that half right there. That's how you finish your half right there.
With the visiting Chargers on top as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Let's get it.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Moon. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
Passing fingers? No. I know, right?
I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. To throw, Brissett. And his throw is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Looking deep for Julio.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up, but now he's hit on the return. It's a loose.
Look at this shit. Okay, I don't know what happened, but that was weird. Totally weird. Who should I upgrade, chat? My center or my tight end? One of them needs to go to a 98. Antonio Gates or Bruce Matthews? Let me see. Thinking. Antonio. All right. Let's see. Alright, 3-1 now, chat. 3-1. Road to the playoffs and to the Super Bowl. 2 more wins to the playoffs.
We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. On 1st and 10, Brissett gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Brissett to throw on first. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one.
No, we're not in the playoffs yet, man. 2 more games. Got to win 2 more.
First carry now for Adrian Peterson. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They run over center with Peterson, and he gets it down to the 32. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Moon. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. That is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Now it's set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
In motion, right goes Johnson. On second down, Brissett again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll run with Peterson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they miss the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to first and goal. Peterson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, second and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Allstott. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
After a play like that, it should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try the middle with Peterson. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Adrian Peterson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brissett. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the 5-time Pro Bowler Troy Vincent. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a...
Just how you make them quit, chat. So excited. One more game, we in the playoffs. One more game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
Come on, one more game.
First down, Marino. Gates with a grab. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So first and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, it's Peterson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On second down, here's Marino. Oh, look at this. Marino's throw intercepted. Picked off by the all-time interception king, Paul Krause. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Let's go.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better
that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They run again on first down. Peterson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They run again with Peterson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call it
man?
Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson.
And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Up the middle they go. Thorpe.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Handoff comes to Peterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free, but we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Well, you shall see.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They give it to Peterson. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Adrian Peterson taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Elam, up and good.
And we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They start the drive with Peterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On second down, here's Moon. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Moon to throw. On the move to his left. And he's going to go down again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, Peterson. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Peterson running right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Moon. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. And even 60 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary. And that's a job well done there.
They'll run for it with Peterson. Now he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Adrian Peterson taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now Marino. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Marino. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give to Peterson running right. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
2nd down, Peterson again. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
4th quarter.
And now it's SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
4th quarter.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Again, Peterson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Peterson gets the call running left. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Carry number 20 now for Peterson. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place. It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. They run over center with Peterson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. And it's caught. It's a touchdown.
God.
So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Wow.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
Wow, wow.
Here's 1st down. A play fake. Now Moon. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now Moon. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Moon. Being chased out left. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco.
We still got one more game. Man, I should never even do that. Should never do that. We got one more game to win. One more. I shouldn't do that pass though.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And see
let's lock in, chat, lock in. Turn the chat up, light the boats in the chat, light the boats in the chat. Need the energy. Let's get it.
School type of a game. Physical. Who wins up?
Shout out to everybody pulling up this morning.
Controls the clock. They will come out the victor.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
All right, one game, and win the playoffs.
May going to throw right away. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that because...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
That's Keon White, who worked his way in and made the play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second down, Peterson again. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Play action. It's Moon. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
How did y'all?
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because
okay, so they're starting this.
An early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Throwing after the interception. Moon. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards. On first down, it's Moon. Rolling to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
And I missed.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up,
To throw, it's May. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the shotgun, it's May. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try the middle with Peterson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Paul Krause, the safety, in on the tackle. 2nd down and 6 now. Up the middle, it's Peterson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here now, 3rd and a yard. A give to Peterson out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Adrian Peterson. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Pats will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. May going to try to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll roll him out right. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps?
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Keon White got in there for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up, and he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Butker on for the PAT. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Here's the punter McAfee to kick it away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Pat McAfee now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22.